Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is actually my birthday. So I have decided to put on a little makeup today. I do a pretty natural look, but I figured I'd share because a lot of the videos that I've seen on YouTube for makeup are pretty intimidating for somebody that doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup or is a beginner. So I figured maybe a few tips that I have you guys could try out. But yeah, so today is my birthday. Denver's pretty shut down right now. You can go to like a restaurant or bar outside, but it's pretty cold today. So we found a rooftop bar that has little fire pits. So we're gonna go after we're done with work and try to get one. And we'll probably just grab a drink, hang out, and then I think we're just gonna grab some takeout and come back home and hang out. But wanted to show you guys my makeup. So here we go. Starting my makeup, I put on this SUPERGOOP so hard to get the lighting right here, but I can link all products below. SUPERGOOP GLOWSCREEN, it is SPF. The guy at Sephora told me that they didn't put any tint in it, but I'll show you guys on my finger. It has a little color. He said it was just like a glow. I feel like it has a little bit of tint. So I kind of use this as a tinted moisturizer. I used to use, I already have it on, I'm just gonna reapply what I just put on. Or reapply what I've just put on my finger, but I used to use the NARS tinted moisturizer, but it's a little heavy for my personal preference. So I really like how nice, light, and natural this one is. So you can see just like a little bit of cover up on all the blotches. Next, I'm going to apply a little setting powder on some of the areas where I get a little greasy. I just bought this. It is the MERCIER Translucent Setting Powder. Loose setting powder glow. I'm gonna just put a little bit of that on. Let me get this. If I can figure out how to get it open. Because I'm struggling. Well, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit into the lid. And I'm gonna use this brush. It is a Sephora brush. It is number 59. And then just tap a little off. I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder down here. A little bit on my forehead. A little bit around the nose, and a little under the eyes. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks good. Ooh, it's shiny. It's really shiny. Oh wow, I'm glowing all over. Well, it's kind of fun. And then on some of the areas that I need a little more coverage or want a little more coverage, I have this BAREMINERALS BAREPRO. I am wearing Dawn 02. I'm pretty fair skinned, so it's a pretty light shade. Comes with a little thing. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on the, I have no idea what to call this, sponge. And just put it a little bit where I feel like I could use a little more coverage. Like I said before, the glow screen from SUPERGOOP is pretty light in terms of coverage, so sometimes you just need a little extra backup, depending on the look you're going for. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I contour with my bronzer. I know that, well, I guess I don't even really contour, but I try to. I'm using the Hourglass Nude Bronze Light. I'll show you, it's so pretty. I love the Hourglass. Their products are all this little marble. So pretty. And I'm using just another Sephora brush. This one does not have a number, but I'm just gonna swirl it in, tap, tap, tap. And I just go in a little bit up here. Always blend into the forehead. I try to do a little bit on my cheekbone. But go, adds a little. Sometimes I do it heavier, sometimes light. I'm pretty pale now, so I'm not gonna go overboard with it. Let's see. Next, let's add in some eyeshadow. My #1 eyeshadow since college was Sin by Urban Decay. It's just a really light pink with a little bit of a shimmer. Just got a brand new one yesterday, so I'm excited to use it. And I'm using an Urban Decay Naked 2 brush. I use this thicker side. And then with the other side, this thin side of the Urban Decay, I get a little bit on and go in the inner of my under eye to give it a little extra pop down there. Okay, that's good. Next, I'm going to add a little highlighter to certain areas. I am using the BECCA Vanilla Quartz highlighter. Pretty shimmer. I'm just gonna get a little bit on that same smaller side of the Urban Decay 2 brush that I just used for my under eye and go on my brow. Okay. I am then going to get the Urban Decay 3 brush, and this little side is really good for the inner eyes. So just get a little more of that same highlighter, put it in the inner. Okay, all good there. I am next going to just brush out my brows. I used to have an eyebrow brush, but I lost it and I just haven't come around to getting a new one. So I've been using one of those sample eyeshadow, or sample mascara little ones. I just brush them out. All right, brows are good. Next, I'm gonna go in with mascara. Ride or Die is They're Real by Benefit. I use the primer, and I love their primer because it's brown. Brushes are similar, but this one's a little different, the actual mascara brush. It has this little tip that helps brush out the eyelashes, which I've always loved. So I'm gonna first go in with the brown primer, and then I'll finish off with that. My eyelashes used to be super curled, and as I've gotten older with age, I'm 26, but as I've gotten older, they are not as curly as they once were. So I should probably get an eyelash curler here soon. Okay. I do a little on the bottom. Typically just with the brown, I'll do a little on the bottom, but that's just the primer. Sometimes if I'm going a really natural look, I'll just use the primer. I like how subtle the brown is. But today's a fun day. I'm going wild. I'll use the black too. So that is just with the primer, and then I will go in with the black. Just a little back up. Look pretty good. There's with both. Just gonna touch up a little bit. That seems good. Okay, when you have like uneven, and then you try to fix it and then it almost gets worse. So sometimes you just gotta stop. Okay, we're gonna call it a day with there. Okay, so mascara is done. I'm not obsessed with how glowy the translucent powder is. Maybe it'll wear down over time and look a little more matte. I don't know. Maybe I should give it some time. If it's still too much, I'm gonna use another powder on top, the mattifying powder by Urban Decay. It's just like a white powder. I might add a little bit of that on if this is still too much, we'll see. Next, I'm going to use a little blush. I switched between two. My staple forever was the NARS Orgasm. I feel like it's a perfect shade for anybody and everybody. It's a gorgeous pink. And then recently I got into the Hourglass Mood Exposure is the name of this one. And again, it's that pretty marble. So I think I'm gonna use Hourglass today. And I put on my blush with the Sephora brush number 49. It's like an angled brush. So I just dip it in, pat a little, and then I try to like dab instead of swipe. Okay. Same thing on the other side. And I will finish off with a little highlighter on each cheek and use another BECCA. This one is Moonstone. I feel like this is one of their most sold blushes or highlighters. So I just, as you can see, I use it a lot. So I just dip the edge of the brush in and kind of swipe. Same thing over here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of a lip. I definitely used to be a lot more adventurous with the lips, but I feel like these days with the mask, it like doesn't even make sense to put anything on because you're just gonna get it everywhere. So if I do anything, I do the AQUAPHOR lip repair. It's literally just like a Vaseline. And then before I put my mask on, I can just easily wipe it off just to hydrate, and it gives it a little bit of like a gloss vibe. Or LANEIGE, if you've never heard of it, you've gotta go get some. Their lip sleeping mask is incredible. And then this is just a lip glowy balm that I'll put on for you. It is, I got the color and scent grapefruit. It's just a nice light pink. there you have it. So a natural makeup look. I'm gonna try to change the lighting up for you. Try to give you a different view of it, but super easy. Let's see. This lighting's pretty good. See, I'm not super excited about how glowy it is under parts of my eye, but we'll roll with it today. It's birthday, so I can be a little extra glammed up. Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment and let me know what you guys thought of this makeup look.